Welcome to Sunday Inspiration Live. Our theme today, I'm really excited to talk about 3 steps to self-transformation. We got music, we got laughter, we got inspiration. Let's start off with a little Pooki Lee theme song for you.
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I feel so grateful.
Good morning, everyone.
When I wake up in the morning, I feel so alive.
Are you feeling alive?
When I wake up in the morning, I feel the spirit.
Keone is right there.
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I'm here to thrive.
Sing this chorus along with me.
So I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free.
Wake up.
And I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me. Yeah.
You are free to be you. Good morning. Thank you so much. Great to see, as always, so many familiar faces and our global family of regulars and newcomers in the chat there. Melody right off the bat says, "Nice hair, Bob." Well, thank you very much. This is what my hair looks like when I go from bedhead to throwing water on it and running a brush through it. So I'm glad that quick fix works. A couple things are different about this morning. One, the more minor of the two, is that the background's different. Instead of our normal sort of beach scene, I've got, this is a photo of a video. I'm sorry, it's a photo I took with my own phone when we were at an Airbnb in southern Indiana. This is actually a look at the Ohio River. I just thought I'd do something a little bit different with the background. I've been talking to Pooki about doing that, about mixing up the backgrounds on our Sunday lives. And then another thing, where is Pooki? Like Danielle says. Well, Pooki, we mentioned it the last couple of weeks, or last week for sure, that Pookie's once again in Hawaii. Took her to the airport on Labor Day. She'll be back late Thursday. Well, actually early Friday morning. I'll pick her up from the airport. And so I'm going solo today. She's going to do the best that she can to come and join us in the chat. But just keep in mind, so it's 9 a.m. in St. Louis Central Time where I am, where she is, it's 5 hours earlier, like 4 in the morning. And so it's a little challenging to get up and be able to do that from Hawaii and not sort of interrupt her or throw off her clock or whatever for the rest of the day. But she will do her best to try to join us in the chat if she can. Otherwise, it's me solo. I've got some video of Pooki, though. Actually, I'm going to show one here pretty quick. And so, I just want to say hi to Sandy and Danielle and Liz and Dawn and Angela, Debbie, Robin, Fern. Oh, look at those houses. We got so many awesome people here. We got Melanie, Floki, Ira, Henna, Jacob, who I just saw yesterday, Nunya, Mary Rose. Try to catch everybody here. Samantha, Deanne, yay. Let's see here, Michelle, Sunflower Mama, Roxana, Crystal's here, Smiley Girl, Cherie. Oh my gosh. Yes, Cherie, we have to send her, send Cherie a lot of love here too. Jennifer, I got a photo of you, Jennifer, with Brandy that I'm going to be showing a little bit later on. So welcome one and all. So as you know, for those of you who are regulars, by the way, and throughout the broadcast here, and even if you're watching the replay, let us know if I don't have an intimate familiarity with you. Mention where you're watching from, and if it's your first time catching a live broadcast. By the way, this is season 2, episode 37. So toward the end of the year, it'll be like the total of 100 episodes that we have done this for nearly. Well, I'll be coming up on two years at the end of the year. Anyway, you know that Pooki always does a little centering exercise. And this is a great opportunity. Like right now, as I'm looking at the meter here, there's about 85 people who are simultaneously on right now. Of course, that number fluctuates as people come and go throughout the broadcast, but it's a great opportunity to get synchronized. And so Pooki just recorded something the other day from Hawaii on the beach. I'm going to play that right now since she can't be here. She wanted to pre-record something for you, so you still get her presence here. I also have a song that we recorded some months ago that I'm going to play, just so we have Pooki's energy here. But this is a little centering exercise. Enjoy Pooki Lee. It's recorded a day or two ago on the Big Island in Hawaii.
Aloha! It's so good to be with you this morning as we come together in this beautiful, beautiful aloha morning as we celebrate together a new day. So I am here on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I am here to bring with you the breath of the sea, the breath of the beautiful ocean. And so we're going to breathe together as this ocean wave is coming in and going out. Our breath is going to resonate with this field of giving and receiving as we breathe together the essence of aloha. And we connect the energy of our hearts one to another across this magnificent, beautiful Mother Earth. And so I invite you now to just breathe with me in this beautiful moment of giving and receiving love. And together we will touch each other in the infinite realms of the universe. And we will wrap our love around this beautiful Mother Earth. So it's such an honor for me to be here with you, with Mother Ocean, on this beautiful sand, this beach, this Aina, this land, and bring to you the sacred breath of life, of life. So let's breathe together now, bringing in all of the energy of aloha into our hearts, and then releasing with that beautiful exhale, aloha into the world for all beings everywhere. So are you ready? Let's begin. Taking in that deep breath. Feel the aloha, and then release. Once again, breathing in deeply, that deep breath of love, love, love. And releasing the energy of compassion and healing through our sacred breath. Now one last time together, the essence of aloha, infinite love, breathing in deeply. Allow it to fill your heart. Feel it inside of your very own being, this energy of love. And then releasing your aloha into the world. Now put your hands on your heart in sweet gratitude and thanksgiving for our opportunity to be together in this way. So thank you so much for being here on this sacred journey and for sharing your breath with me here at the sacred Mother Ocean here on the Big Island of Hawaii. Much love and gratitude to you for all that you do. Know that our love has wrapped around this beautiful mother, and here on this island I can feel your love coming to me, filling me. So thank you so much for this beautiful offering, and I wish you a most magnificent day as you walk the world in aloha. Bye, I'll see you again soon. Aloha!
Well, thank you so much there, Pooki Lee. That was beautiful. You had the real light. Yeah, that was not a virtual background there. Those were the actual ocean waves from Kona, Hawaii, and the Big Island. And I'm so glad she was able to share that with us. Speaking of Pooki, if you remember, or over recent weeks, we've had a sort of campaign to get an ongoing request from you all to help Pooki boost her numbers on her separate YouTube channel. Of course, we're streaming on mine here, and she was had been shy of 1,000 subscribers. And I think when we started off last Sunday. She had like 944 subscribers, and then I did on. In the subsequent days after that, I sent out a request to my text list, which many of you are on. I sent one out to my email list, and lo and behold, let's see what we can find out. Oh, that's not it. Hang on a second. There we go. I think you can see her channel. So you over 1,100 subscribers now. So we not only got past 1,000, but we got another 100 plus past that. So thank you very much. And it's still not too late if you are not subscribed to Pooki's channel. Just look up Pooki Lee, Pooki Lee. She's got some great separate content there, and you might notice there is a heal your mind, body, and soul while you sleep. We're going to be doing more of those longer sleep affirmations and meditations, but that's a good one. A lot of people are saying that they love that one. So thank you all so much for chiming in and helping her get over the top. That gives her the ability to stream live from her phone, or it soon will when she gets approved for that. That's one of the main things that she wants, and so. She's still, there's other requirements that need to be met with watch time and so on for her to be able to monetize her channel, which is another thing that would be nice for her to do at some point. But that's all coming. It's a marathon, not a sprint, ladies and gentlemen. It's so thanks again for helping Pooki out there. I'm going to do my first song here. And this is when Pooki's out of town, it gives me an opportunity to do some songs that are primarily solo tunes. I'm looking forward to this. This is a song that was inspired, the lyrics in particular were greatly inspired by the show Finding Your Roots. Have you ever watched that on PBS? I only discovered it in the past year or two, but it's in its 8th season. Henry Louis Gates Jr. is the host, and basically what they do is every episode they'll take a couple of celebrities or well-known people. It could be actors, authors, politicians, somebody who's well-known, and they do some digging into their past through DNA analysis and also ancestry records. They have a team of people that dig up stuff about with their acceptance, these people want to know more about their history, and they discover things about their past and their ancestors that they didn't know before, and it's just an amazing show. And I'm always struck by the past generations, how much they struggled and sacrificed to get to where we are now, and people that gave up their lives, and in their teens and 20s, just got on a boat to cross the Atlantic to come to the U.S. And of course, we have to acknowledge that many of them were put on boats against their will, and that's part of the heritage too, an unfortunate part of it. But just learning about that stuff and the sacrifices made is really, I don't know. We're very inspired by that, and so that these lyrics came from that. Kind of watching that show. So I'm going to do that for you right now. Just let me get another drink here. Hang on a second. I'm playing with all the files here on my computer. Where is that? I know it's here. Technology. Don't you love it, ladies and gentlemen? I know I have lyrics here. There we go. See, without Pooki here, I don't have here to cover the slow spots here. But enjoy the song. A little reverb going. Here we go. I see their footsteps before me, of all of those who led the way. Their memories are guiding me, inspiring me today. I want to thank all of those who came before me. They all paved the way so that we can thrive. We are the ones they were praying for. They all had a dream that we keep alive. Roots run deep behind me, stretching far into the past, leading to this legacy, a lineage that will last. I want to thank all of those who came before me. They all paved the way so that we can thrive. We are the ones they were praying for. They all had a dream that we keep alive. I hear their voices in our choices to be stronger or to be bolder. We're not alone or far from home. We are standing on their shoulders. I want to thank all of those who came before me. They all paved the way so that we can thrive. We are the ones they were praying for. They all had a dream that we keep alive. I want to thank all of those who came before me. They all paved the way so that we can thrive. We are the ones they were praying for. They all had a dream that we keep alive. There you go, a little original song written earlier this year, inspired by the show Finding Your Roots. If you've never watched that show, I definitely highly recommend it. Again, it's a PBS show, and so check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Hope you enjoyed that. Once we make you aware of a couple other things here. Excuse me. So I'm wearing my Positive Vibes Only T-shirt. You may notice, along with my Positive Vibes Only mug. And that's not a unique phrase. It's been used a lot on T-shirts and slogans and so on. But I don't know, about a year or two ago, I actually commissioned a graphic designer to do my own unique artwork on this, and eventually got it on shirts. Some of you own your own version of it. In fact, I'm going to be showing a photo of such a person in just a little bit here. I want to remind you, you're going to be 3 more Sundays. You're going to be hearing about this because the date is fast coming up, and that is the 30 days to manifesting more money in abundance. It's a 30-day program. Pooki and I will be leading part of our Turbocharge Your Life series. It runs pretty much the entire month of October. Easy peasy. It starts October 1st, which is a Saturday, with our first of 3 Zoom calls, goes through the 30th. If you could use more abundance and specifically money in your life, which we all could, I imagine, then this is the program for you. There's a whole lot of perks and layers that come with it. So there's some aspects of it that you do on your own, but the greatest, the most impactful aspect of this program is the stuff that you do with others, like 3 live Zoom calls that we have on the 1st, the 15th, and the 30th on a Saturday morning, at least in the U.S. Those are really powerful. You get to meet other people on this journey and get energy and support from them. In fact, many people here in the chat have become friends as a result of being parts of previous Turbocharge Your Life programs. And you get access to a private Facebook group that is also where you can mix and mingle. We set you up with partners, little pods of 3 people who connect on a weekly basis, or maybe 2 or 3 times a week, in fact. So many other perks. I'm not going to go on and on about that, but you can just go to turbochargeyourlife.us. I have that somewhere to bring up here. There we go. Turbochargeyourlife.us. There's also a link to it in the description of this. I'm not going to yammer on and on about it because you've already heard about it. A number of people are already signed up for it. Really looking forward to it. So if you're on the fence, now would be a good time just to take the plunge, sign up for it, and start getting that abundance mindset. And our whole idea is just to firm up your abundance mindset, but also to actually have real money show up in your life, and you deserve that. So anyway, there you go with that. Just want to acknowledge that that today is September 11th. Quite a day that, boy, I can't believe it's been 21 years now. That definitely changed things. It was monumental in so many ways. A lot of people lost their lives on that day. A lot of people, and many more people lost their lives in the ensuing consequences of that over the decades that followed. And so, yes, we honor those who lost their lives. We honor those who stepped up to help the first responders and so many others who and then all the people just had to who survived losses of people and property and their mental fatigue over that, and had to continue and survive past that. It changed the world in many ways. So yeah, I just want to take a moment to honor this date. Is it not lost on me that we should do that? So let's see here. I don't know if that's an odd segue, but let's check some comments here. I highlighted some earlier, and let's see. Tin Lee says, "Can you call me my name?" Oh, it's Trinley. Hey, okay. Is it Tin Lee or Trinley? I called your name. Ask and you shall receive. Kirk, good morning to you. Let's see, Susan from his first time from Boston. Hello, Susan. Great to have you here. Katrina says, "Good morning and good afternoon from Poland." Maybe it probably is afternoon there. I imagine several hours ahead, perhaps. So here's Lisa from Orlando, which I'm pretty sure we're going to be meeting at the end of October for our little tour of Florida. And so Lisa is the niece of Cherie, who's a regular here. She's from the St. Louis area. We've come to know and love her. And Cherie had a little incident when she went to urgent care. They sent her to the emergency room, and she had I hope you don't mind me saying this, Cherie. I don't think that you would, but she had a pacemaker put in like on Thursday or something. She's already back. It's amazing the technology that they have now to do that, not unobtrusively or whatever. But she's home resting now, and so let's send Cherie a lot of our love, our healing vibration. She's an awesome person, and we want her to be back on her feet and thriving, to see her as perfect, whole, and complete. And so great. I'm glad that you're doing well, Cherie. Fern, hey Fern, good to see you from Grand Rapids, Michigan, in the house. Is it Supriya, perhaps? Good morning from India. Awesome. Hey Liz, good to see you again from Phoenix, Arizona. Our friend Vasiliki, she just put out a new single. Is it called Muse? I think that's it. I just listened to it. I started following you on Spotify, Vasiliki, and so congratulations on that launch. She's on the kind of entering a new chapter of her own personal career. She's an excellent musician and producer and so on. But yes, good morning to you. Ira says, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, first time. All right, welcome. Anna Love, good to see you from San Antonio, Texas. Fabulous. Boy, Anna had a scare back in June where, her car, she was in a car with her dog, and it rolled over, and emergency workers had to pry them out. And she is, was thankfully not seriously injured. So Anna, we're so happy for you there. Joanne Murphy, good morning from upstate New York. Well, look at this. Emmy Marshall's first time from Atlanta. Yay. And Fern says, Bob, you're looking skinny. Okay, well, thank you very much. I wasn't feeling particularly skinny. At least the scale wasn't reflecting that, but I do appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. And then Pamela says, good morning from South Carolina. Those are some of the ones I highlighted earlier. Oh, and Larry, the first, thank you so much. Hang on. Boy, let me click this button. They're just moving so rapidly. Larry Pinto, thank you for the super chat there. That's fabulous. A lot of people here are congratulating Vasiliki, sending Cherie a lot of love. That's awesome. You'll find if you're not here very often, or if you're here for the first time, you'll see there's actually a very loving group here of regulars who support each other and welcome each other. It's also the environment that we create with our Zoom calls and our Facebook group and our turbocharge programs too. So it's good to see you all supporting each other. Hey there, CO. Good to see you here. I'm sure Andy is probably with you as well. Sending lots of love and healing energy. Oh yeah, a lot of people sending their love. There's Holly Ann from Australia. And actually, Holly has agreed to because Pookie and I are going to be traveling a lot in October, but we're still going to be running this program. We'll be doing our Zoom calls. I think most of them are in St. Louis, but even if we're traveling, we'll be doing them from wherever we are because we'll have Wi-Fi. But Holly and also Rochelle, I don't think she's here in the chat, are going to be sort of the Facebook group ambassadors. Are going to be starting conversations and stirring things up in a good way there during that 30-day program. And so, Helen, my friend from Germany, she signed up for the 30-day abundance program. I love that song. It's great to give thanks to our ancestors, those who came before us. Yes, indeed. Thank you for mentioning that. Brianna says, beautiful song. I appreciate that too. Thanks for the compliments on the shirt. There's Cheryl from Broomfield, Colorado. Oh, there's, a friend, my local St. Louis friend Dave is here. Wonderful song, inspiring lyrics. Oh, thank you so much. Deanne says, nice job about or thank you for all the for all of the comments about the song and my voice. I really do appreciate that. Let's see here. And so anyone else for the first time here? Boy, these are coming in fast and furious. Let's see here. Pop Pow says, hello, gorgeous souls, here from the Yorkshire in the UK. Let's see here. Oh, Fern says that she got skinny after the wellness challenge before, but also... So yeah, well, that's right, Fern. You were part of the last turbocharge we did in the spring was all about health and well-being, and yeah, a lot of people benefited from that. Fun to be Eileen. Fun to be watching from north of Seattle. Yes, indeed. Hey, Karen. Good to see you here. Sandy's here. A lot of so many familiar names and faces. So regardless of where, if you're here for the first time, the 10th time, the 100th. Well, you can't be the 100th time because we haven't done that many live inspirations yet. We'll get there by the end of the year. But we just want to applaud you if you're struggling with anything, if you're celebrating something, just if you're alive and happy to be here with this awesome family. We gathered together some of our friends just to pay tribute to you, and here's what they came up with for you. Yep, they just wanted to get together and give you a standing ovation including for Joseph here, first timer. We're excited that you're here as well. That is so awesome. Yes, indeed. All right. So it's time now for some community photos. I actually only have one that was submitted, and I have three that I'm going to show you a little story to tell you from my own life. One just from yesterday, but you may know. So Jennifer Nickel is in. Pretty sure she's still. Yep, she's in the chat because she just right there said welcome and sending love. Oh, that's right. Yeah, for those of you in the UK, our thoughts and prayers with you for paying tribute to the long reign of the Queen. That is amazing because I guess God, I think she was been Queen since a good several 10 years or more before I was born. So all I've ever known is Queen Elizabeth, and so I know. I guess I've been reading about there's this whole series of things that happen, part of tradition when a king or queen passes away and the crown, if you will, is passed to the next person. But most people alive have not ever witnessed that transition. And so I know all the world is watching and sending its thoughts to the UK and those who appreciated the life and times of Queen Elizabeth. So thank you for mentioning that. So anyway, Jennifer and Brandy, who's been I'm not sure if Brandy is with us this morning here, but they both live in Texas. I think, is it the Houston area? Jennifer, you might want to clarify that. It doesn't matter. It was somewhere in Texas. And after last week's Inspiration Live, they met for the first time. And so here is a photo of Brandy on the left, got Jennifer on the right, and check this out. Brandy's holding the book, The Power of Affirmations and Positive Self-Talk. Jennifer's got a positive vibes only hat, and I welcome joy into my life. All things that we created. So thank you. And they got the purple going on there in front of the red pickup truck. So thank you for. I'm so glad that you guys had a chance to meet. We love it when you not only meet here in the chat, but when you actually do it in real life. That's awesome. And so, and they got to meet and wearing the merch on top of that. So that's a beautiful thing. Let's see. We got Triana Lewis says hello, everyone, and Bob. This is my first time here from Georgia. Hey, great to see you here. Yes, Jennifer confirmed it is Houston. I thought so. Let's see here. Mia is joining us saying, I love your affirmation videos. Well, thank you so much, Mia. Appreciate that. Let's see here. So yesterday, God, I can't believe I didn't get a photo with her, but Stacy, who goes by Stacelia sometimes when she's here in the chat, she's from St. Louis, longtime friend, but she's gotten involved with our YouTube family as well. She attended our July weekend event. And so, her birthday was, I think, the 1st of September, but she celebrated it yesterday at this winery out west of St. Louis. And it was a beautiful day and a great place. And I went out there and, said hi to Stacy. And then there were some friends of hers. She's a teacher, and there was friends of hers that she's worked with or gone to college with. And I sat down at this table, and somehow it came up that I grew up in an area called Richmond Heights here, just outside the county city line here in St. Louis. And a guy at the table said, "Oh, I grew up in Richmond Heights. Where did you?" And we kept on going back and forth and realizing more and more that we knew each other. And I said, "What is your name?" And he said his last name, and he said his first name, Dave. And I said, "Oh my God!" It turns out this guy lived like at the top of my street. We didn't and we were in the same grade. We went to grade school together in the same grade. Now, even though we lived in the same block, we didn't hang out just like the two of us or whatever. But we had a lot of mutual friends, and our paths crossed a lot. And we were reminiscing about all the people on the street, and we went to a Catholic grade school, so we were talking about the nuns and the lay teachers and all this. It was great, and I rarely stay in touch with anyone that I've known from grade school. I mean, and there's not a whole lot of people that I go that far back with. And so anyway, here's a picture of Dave, my old buddy that I went to grade school with, that we just synchronistically And he didn't know Stacy directly. His wife used to work with her, I believe, in the education field. And so it was just a small world kind of thing. And it was really nice to reconnect with Dave. And here's the interesting thing. So I plunked around on an acoustic guitar maybe like in 8th grade. But it wasn't until my 15th birthday that I got my first electric guitar, and pretty much immediately started jamming with friends, like in the basement of the apartment where I lived with my mom. And he was actually in that basement in my earliest days of playing band, learning my craft. And there's not anyone else I can think of that could go back, or rarely, very few people that I've stayed in touch with who actually knew me in those really early days of playing music. I was just learning how to play the guitar and sing and all that. So it's just really cool to connect with someone. So I appreciated running into Dave yesterday, and hopefully you have people that you go back with that far. Let's see here. There's a couple other things I thought I'd show some photos of. Some of you know I teach and perform improv comedy. Here's some photos from recent classes. This is a small group we had the other night. Some fun folks that are part of my improv community where I lead classes here in St. Louis. I also do some Zoom classes if you're interested in joining those. Some of you have. And then here's another one that I did. Different group of people that kind of rotate through, but yeah, it's a fun bunch of quirky people who just like to make stuff up and have fun. And so those are some of the community photos. And so We could use more. I'm happy to show any photos of you, but they have to be specific though. They just can't be selfies of you, or they have to have something related to myself or Pookie. So if you own a book, like the Power of Affirmations, you could take a picture of yourself with the book or a CD. You can order some of the merch, or if you already own some, take a picture of you wearing a hat or a T-shirt or a mug like I have here. Or another simple thing you can do is if you're playing this, either one of my affirmation videos or even this live stream on a laptop or a desktop or a big screen, grab your phone and take a selfie of you with that in the background. So it just has to be related to us. We're just not going to be showing like family photos and things like that. And if you meet each other, if you make arrangements to meet people that you met through this channel, yeah, that's like I showed earlier. That's the perfect thing to send to me. And so yeah, I hope that helps. So I mentioned the book here, and let me go ahead and so yeah, about a year and a half ago, I came out with it's actually my 16th physical book called The Power of Affirmations and Positive Self-Talk. It's available pretty much wherever books are sold online. It's in 3 formats. You can get the paperback book like this. You can get an ebook or the audio book. They're all available on all the major platforms, Amazon and Audible and so on. And there's a link in the description here where you can go. I'm pretty sure I have that in the description. Where if you're in the U.S., if we're shipping to a U.S. address, you can get an autographed copy of the book, and Pookie would be happy to sign it as well. Physical copy. And if you have a CD player, we'll also throw in a copy of our CD, Opening Up to the Good. So all that you can get for a total of $25. That includes priority shipping in the U.S. So if you're interested in that. So Pop POW or Pop Pow asked, can I do that from the UK? I'm not sure what that is you're referring to, but you can order the book from the UK, not the autograph. I mean, from Amazon, but not from the. We just don't. It's not really. It's very expensive and unreliable to ship internationally. So. It would be better for you just to get it like from Amazon, which it's available in like 13 countries around the world. So check that out. All right, here. Let's see here. Let me just check in on anything. Very much required if you're there. Anything else I want to highlight here? Yeah, some people are making references to Princess Diana. Absolutely, her legacy is still alive and well. A lot of references to the Joseph saying, "Where did you go to high school?" Maplewood Richmond Heights High School, MRH, here in St. Louis. That's the kind of the common kind of a joke about St. Louis. People ask, "Where did you go to high school?" I don't know if that's common in other cities, but yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's talk about our main topic here, which is, let's check out this thumbnail again. 3 steps to self-transformation. You could also say that it's 3 steps to personal growth or personal transformation. I have a whole bunch of notes here, and this is actually something that I have been thinking about, mulling over. Pookie and I have had many discussions about it, especially since our July event that we had. We had 12 awesome people. Half of them came from outside of St. Louis. Half of them were from the local area. And we just had a great weekend event, our first live event, kind of related to the YouTube channel and our work here. And it really inspired us to do more of this work because we saw the impact. Because we saw the impact in a live setting when we're all together in the same room. We had seen it through Zoom calls and Facebook groups and in chats and stuff virtually, and that is powerful. But it was amazing what happened when we were all in the same room. And so we basically, I'm going to be sharing with you a framework, a 3-step framework that is pretty much going to be, I think, the basis of much of the work that we do from here on out. It's also a framework that you can apply to your own life. I'm just going to give you, I'm going to try to be concise here. I'm just going to give you an overview of it. And yeah, so we're going to be applying this sort of like 3-step process to whether we're doing a 30-day turbocharge, whether we're doing a weekend event. We have some ambitious plans to do like a 3-month program starting in January that we're going to be kind of stretching ourselves and trying something new. Still trying to figure out the details on how that's going to be presented, but stay tuned. You'll be hearing about it. But basically, I like to take like complicated topics and break them down into the simplest format so we can wrap our brains around it, and then actually so that we can then use it. And this whole work of personal development, personal growth, personal transformation is it is very complicated and overwhelming. There's so many different philosophies, things that you can do. And so I basically broke it down into, I think, 3 steps. And we debated for a while. Pooki and I, again, have had many conversations about this. And I was trying to find a way to describe these 3 steps using one word each. These are the current words that we're using. They may change, but I'm kind of liking what they are. But here they are. Here's the 3 different steps. They can be summed up with heal, activate, and connect. Heal, activate, and connect. And so let's just kind of go through each one of them a little bit, one at a time here, if you're ready. So let's start off with heal. What do I mean by that? So I think the first step to transforming your life, to making your life better, to upping your game, however you want to describe that, is first you have to identify the limiting beliefs and identify what's holding you back. And some of these things you're already aware of, but some of them you're probably not, or maybe you haven't given enough attention to. I know we always want to focus on our aspirational desires, so a lot of times we're just focusing on what we want, which is great. I always say that, focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. But one of the things that came out of our weekend that we did back in July was that even though the focus was passion and play, how to get more passion and play into your life, when we delved into the things that were keeping us from that, it brought up a lot of painful things. And that's where the healing, that's why we think the word heal is very appropriate here. So you want to, you just don't want to discount or give short attention to the limiting beliefs and the things that are holding you back. You really need to become aware of them and identify them. What are those beliefs? What are those thought patterns that some of them you're aware of, but many of them you are not aware of because you're just on autopilot. It's been something a pattern you've been engaged in for many years and perhaps decades. And so just knowing what those things are and identifying them is really the first step to transformation. In addition to identifying the limiting beliefs, identifying the behaviors and the habits that are holding you back, and really writing down a list of these things. Again, we don't want to obsess about and focus on the negative, but you have to be aware of the things that are limiting you in order to heal from them and to be able to move forward. So some of those certainly behavior type things could be, I spend too much time watching mindless television. Some of that's good, but are you doing too much? Maybe it's alcohol or substance abuse. Maybe it's making poor food choices or choosing to be sedentary when you should be more active. So identify the behaviors and the habits that are holding you back as well. And so and you got to spend a little bit of time on this to really root them out, become aware of them so that then you can change that. All right, so once you've done that, again, I'm kind of giving this a quick overview. These processes will actually take a lot more time if you really want to go deep with them. Hang on a second. But part of the healing process, once you've identified them, is to flip the script, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago when we talked about soundtracks. But the next step to sort of like turning that stuff around is gratitude. Express gratitude. I think that's really the first step to doing affirmations, is to count your blessings, because quite often when we want to transform ourselves, we're not really thrilled with where we are right now in our lives. And so we tend to go, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. that doesn't really set us up to be in a very empowering place to move forward. So be grateful for what you have, and there's always stuff to be grateful for. So count your blessings on a regular basis. That's really the first step. Some deep gratitude for the things that you do have, and you do have even the simplest things. Maybe you have the ability to breathe. You have a place to live. Do you have a car that runs? You have some sort of a park or something beautiful nearby. Do you have a pet? Friends, family members. Your answer is going to be different depending on who you are and where you are in life. But gratitude is really the first step with that. Next is to do affirmations, to start affirming the type of person you want to be and the type of life that you want to live. That's what this channel is all about, giving you that fuel to speak the things that you want into existence, to start affirming the life that you want and the mindset that you want to have. And this is all basically part of the process of recalibrate and fine-tune your outlook and your mindset over time. That's part of this healing category, this healing process. You've identified the limiting beliefs. You've identified the behaviors and the habits that are holding you back. Now you have to recalibrate and refine those to what's going to serve you better. And it took years and most likely decades for those like things that are holding you back to have developed and ingrained themselves. So you're not going to change those overnight. It's going to take time to slowly. That's why I say calibrate and fine tune your outlook and your mindset over time. And don't be disappointed if you take a step forward and 2 steps back and 3 steps forward, 1 step back. That's part of this healing process. And then, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, where we referred to our the thought patterns in our head, we compared them to soundtracks and playlists. You want to create a new mental playlist and soundtrack for your life. It's based on affirmations, the person that you're moving toward becoming, and that's part of this healing process. So that's what falls into the heal category. The next category is activate. All right, activate. So what is that? That means you need to get clear then on what you want in various areas of your life. And with this, I encourage you actually to make lists of different categories of your life, the different roles that you play. Some of these include your relationships, your career, finances, health, self-care, creativity, fun. So these are all different categories, and take some time in this activation step or stage just to get really clear on what you want. What do you want in your life in these different areas? What are you moving toward? Develop a strong vision and every day visualize this new life. You're setting like a new course for where you're going and what you want out of your life. And that's an important process for this. And here's the really important part is you want to upgrade, I should say, to a new identity, again, over time. It's not going to happen overnight. So what do I mean by a new identity? I've talked about this here and there a little bit. But there's basically 3 different ways to reach goals, 3 different ways to change your behavior. I kind of got this from the book Atomic Habits. I've mentioned it a couple of times, but it bears repeating here. And so one way to set goals and achieve goals and to change your life is what's called results-based or outcome-based. So that's where you set a goal. Like, I want to lose 15 pounds. I want this particular type of job. I want to earn this specific amount of money from a project or whatever it is. So this is basically the SMART goals approach: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and you set. So it's a result that you set a goal for, and this is really good. Being clear on where you want to end up is very, very helpful. One of the drawbacks to the results or outcome-based goal setting is that until you reach it, you're always could possibly feel like you're falling short. And so there's a little bit of a drawback there in that until you get there, till you hit that number on the scale or whatever it is, you might have the potential to feel like a failure. But still, it's important to have that goal. So maybe you can combine all of these three things, but it's important helpful to think about them in these ways. The other way for goal setting and behavior change is behavior or habit based. And this is where you focus more on the action steps that it will take to reach this particular goal. And so, with let's say you do want to lose 20 pounds, you want it to show your eventual goal is to have it show up on the scale. Well, your daily activities will include making healthier food choices, being more active, and other things related to that. And so, these you develop new habits and behaviors on a daily basis. And as long as you're enacting and acting on those habits, you can celebrate those. You can feel like a success even though the number on the scale is not quite there. You can do the same thing with financial goals, relationship goals, whatever they are, self-care, nurturing goals. And so this is where you focus on behavior and habit-based, which really, until you incorporate these habits and behaviors, you're going to have a tough time reaching these specific goals. It has to be a combination of the positive thinking and the inspired action steps that lead to any real change or transformation in our lives. So that's really helpful. And again, you could feel on you can celebrate success on a regular basis as long as you're enacting these habits on the way to achieving the specific measurable goal. All right, this is again all part of the activate category here, but the most impactful one is identity based, and this is where you change your image of who you are. Again, I'll stick with the health related goal, where you simply start doing things that healthy people do because that's who you are. It's not what you have to do. You're not having to use willpower or mindset, but you feel and you become a healthy person. And so therefore, naturally, you do healthy things and you reach healthy goals. So this is like the most powerful one, where your identity is wrapped up in it. You become that person, and this takes time. It takes there's an evolution here, so you have to allow for that evolution to get to that point. All right. And so that's all part of the activate. You're getting clear on what you want in various areas of your life. You make lists specifically of what you want, how you want to live your life, have a clear vision that you focus on a regular basis, and then just be aware of of combining outcome-based goals, behavior and habit-based goals, and then eventually your identity-based, where you become that type of person. And then the third step is connect. So what do I mean by that? There's three aspects of connect that I think are very helpful. One, you have to connect with yourself. You have to be extremely aware of your activities and what you're thinking, what you're doing. Be present and monitor your thoughts and behaviors. This is the first stage of connecting. Is don't live your life on autopilot, which we all do. Be more and more present and be constantly going, oh, that's an interesting way that I responded to that. Oh, where did that negative thought? Oh, I had a positive thought here. Why did that come up? Why did that make me feel so confident? And so you're just not living your life on autopilot, reacting to things. You're being aware and connecting with yourself and monitoring your thoughts and your behaviors. That's one stage of connect. Another one, you want to connect with supportive people. You want to find your tribe, your family, your community. You want to find mentors. This is a great place to do that. Many of you do that on a weekly basis here. You found your tribe. You leave these Sunday Inspiration Lives feeling uplifted, right? We do that on the Zoom calls for our turbocharge programs. We do that in the Facebook group at live events. We're starting to do some high vibe tribe events here and there. And so hang out with positive people. And so, because we often don't have those supportive, encouraging people in our lives. And so you need to seek them out, whether in person, which is the most powerful, or virtually, like this. Join our programs, whatever that is. So you want to connect with supportive people who are going to lift you up and support you in this as you're on this journey to a better and more fulfilling life. And then you want to connect with. This isn't only for business purposes. Like if you have financial goals, it really applies to anything, health goals, whatever. But you want to connect with people who are going to not only support you, but you want to connect with clients, customers, fans, friends, followers, partners, team members. So whether you're trying to build a business and sell a product or service, certainly you want to share your stuff online. You want to build a following. You want to make friends, fans, whatever term applies to what you're doing. And if you're selling something, you need to connect with clients and customers. But even if you're not selling a product or service, but maybe you have a mission in life for the environment or animals or whatever it is, you have to sell your idea and find people that are going to support you on that mission. And so that's where you're connecting with the outer world. You have to get over your shyness of sharing stuff online and in real person and having conversations with people. Get comfortable with marketing even and sales. And so those are the three aspects of the connect with yourself, be aware of your thoughts and your behaviors, connect with a supportive tribe or group of people, even if it's only a couple of people, but the more the merrier, who are gonna support and encourage you along your journey, especially people you can turn to when things are maybe not going so well. There's the ups and downs of life. And then connect with a wider group of clients, customers, fans, friends, followers, partners. And then this is just an overall thing, that the way I've lived my life. I just had some notes here I want to share with you. And then so you got all these things firing, hopefully on all cylinders or most cylinders. You've gone through the healing process, the activation process, the connection process, and then you live your life just following the energy. Pay attention to where the energy is. And for me, there's two aspects of this. Like, am I excited about this thing that I'm pursuing or that am I doing? Am I lit up by it? Cool. And are other people responding to it, especially if you're trying to connect with a product, a service, an idea? Are other people resonating with it? Because those things always don't match up. There were things I've been excited about that other people just didn't really seem to care a lot about, and I lost my enthusiasm for that. There are things that people, like for instance, a number of people, since I've had success with my YouTube channel, go, "Oh, you should write courses and become a coach on how to build your YouTube channel. You'd make a lot of money doing that." And whenever I think about it, it's like, I'm not excited about spending a lot of time developing that type of material. I've done some one-offs here and there. I'll do a workshop here or there for an hour or two. But like developing a course and becoming like my new idea, no, I'm just not excited. It does not excite me. That's not where my energy is. So there's a mismatch there. And so, because I feel much more compelled to spend my time on creating more of this inspirational material and getting it out into the world, getting more books out into the world on these topics. That's where I'm excited. And so there has to be a match between what you're excited about and what people are responding to, and where's that overlap. And then pay attention. And this is really super simple. Do more of what works and less of what doesn't. This is part of that self-awareness. Do more of what works. Do less of what doesn't. And basically, you want to get to the point where this new life, or this life that you aspire to, it becomes more and more second nature. It becomes part of who you are, not who you're struggling and trying to become. But it's just second nature. It's part of who you are, and that is what personal transformation is all about. And so I hope that my little speech here was informative or inspiring, but that's the framework that we're going to be using for a lot of the programs, a lot of the work that we do moving forward. Heal, activate, connect. And I hope that was helpful. Would love to know your thoughts. I haven't really been able to keep an eye on all the comments that have come through while I was talking about that stuff. I think I saw a super chat come through. Jillian, there you are. Thank you so much. So true about gratitude. She says, gratitude is therapeutic and puts us on track to enhance our lives at many levels. I love my home, my country, planet, people, growing abundance. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jillian. Really appreciate that. You always have wise words. And Jillian's been one of those people that have come to my improv Zoom classes that we have online. You can attend from the comfort of home anywhere in the world. And so I hope that was helpful. Let's see here. Jillian says, I have the Power of Affirmations book. I love it. It's helping me in my transformation. Yay. Dave says, excellent framework. Yeah, so the person you want to become becomes, or you want to be becomes part of who you are. Yeah, it's part of your identity, as opposed to thinking that you're separate from it, and that I've got to force myself to do these activities. So you are it, and it is you. But it takes a while to get to that point, because who you are now is the result of years and decades of thoughts and actions and layering on of things that, again, you're not even aware of. Um, let's see here. Let's see, and Frank says, "Thank you for your kind words." Oh, she's talking to Jillian there. All right. Okay. Yes, indeed. All right, we're going to continue on here. I tell you what, I'm going to do now. Oh, let's do some affirmations, and then I'm going to play a pre-recorded song, give my voice a rest while we listen to something that Pooki and I did some months ago. But let's do some affirmations related to this self-transformation topic. If you're ready for that, I'm going to pull them up. Let me play a little music in the background during this, maybe. Let's see here. Here we go. Just to cover up the pauses where you're going to say them back to yourself. I'm going to pull these up. I'm going to say one line at a time and give you space to repeat it back to yourself. We're just going to lock these in with this whole topic of personal transformation. Are you ready? Here we go. I am ready to break through limiting beliefs. I am ready to calibrate and fine-tune my mindset. I am ready to get clear on what I want my life to be. I am ready to upgrade my habits and identity. I am ready for personal transformation. And what if you truly embrace these concepts? These are just not ideas. These are ways to live your life. Are you ready to break through limiting beliefs? Are you ready to break through the habits and behaviors that are not serving you? Are you truly ready? The first step is being ready. You may not be there, but you can be ready, and that's the first important step. Are you ready to recalibrate and fine-tune your mindset? Are you ready to get super clear on what you want out of all those different categories of your life? Are you ready to upgrade your habits, your identity, that sense of who you are? Not that there's anything wrong. Don't beat yourself up about whatever that identity is now. It's who you are. You earned it. It's who you are. Don't be ashamed. But if it's not exactly serving you, you can upgrade that. And by also be accepting and thankful for where you are now. And basically, are you ready, truly ready for personal transformation? So I hope these helped there. So I'm going to play a song right now. Again, give myself a couple of minutes of a breather here. This is a song called "I Choose to Live in a State of Love" that Pooki and I did on a live some months ago, and a really good version of it. So I'm going to play that right now. Enjoy this. I'm going to do another song at the end. But I'm going to play this right now in Pooki's absence, and I'll be right back to continue on into our final stretch. Here we go. I choose to live. So here we go.
Okay.
Another song. This is the one. I choose to live in a state of love. I let the love surround me. I choose to live in a state of love. I let the love surround me. I choose to live in a state of love. I let the love surround me. I choose to live in a state of love. I let the love surround of joy. I let the joy surround me. I choose to live in a state of joy. I let the joy surround me. I choose to live in a state of joy. I let the joy surround me. I choose to live in a state of joy. I let the joy surround me, surround me, surround me, surround me. Let the joy surround me, surround me, surround me, surround me. Let the joy surround me. Back to love. I choose to live in a state of love. I let the love surround me. I choose to live in a state of love. I let the love surround me, surround me, surround me, surround me. Let the love surround me, surround me, surround me. Let the love surround me. Let the love surround me. Let the love surround me. There you go. Recorded months ago. Let the Love Surround Me. An original by yours truly and Pooki Lee. So it's great to have her presence here while she's in Hawaii. So for those of you who are not regulars, or maybe for the first time, usually I'm joined by Pooki Lee. All right, we're gonna be heading into Bob's Comedy Corner here. I'm gonna make a request here, and then I'm gonna give you some time to pop some things into the chat, because that's going to determine what I do. I'm going to be doing some musical improv for Bob's Comedy Corner. But I know sometimes there's a delay between when I ask for something and when it appears in the chat where I can see it. So here's the thing. I want you to put in unusual locations that someone would hire a lounge singer to perform, okay? An unusual location, a weird location that someone would hire a lounge singer to perform. So just go ahead and pop those in the chat, and then I'm going to do something with them in a moment. While I'm waiting for you to put those in there, again, unusual locations. That would be a very unlikely place for a lounge singer to perform. A couple people I noticed while that song was playing were asking about Zoom classes and when they are. So first of all, I'm going to make the assumption that you're talking about the Zoom things related to the upcoming turbocharge, the 30 days to manifesting more money in abundance. For one thing, they're not specifically classes. They're Zoom calls. They're 90-minute Zoom calls where we have discussions. It's an opportunity to get to know the other people in the program. And we have discussions on whatever the focus is at that time in the program. So they're not classes, they're not workshops. So if you miss one, you're not going to be totally out. A lot of the material that you need is given to you separately from the Zoom classes. There's an opportunity for us to interact. We have discussions. We have breakouts on the topic at hand. When are they? Well, that information is on the page where you go and learn all about it. But I'll just tell tell you real quickly, there's 3 Zoom calls. They take place on Saturdays. Saturday, October 1, October 15, and October 30th. They're 2 weeks apart. They start at 10 a.m. Eastern, so figure out whatever that is in your time zone. They start at 10 a.m. Eastern on the October 1. 15 and 30, those are all Saturdays, and they're 90 minutes long. It's really going to be helpful if you can make those, because that's really the place where you really get to know other people in the program. And then, and we can go from there. So let me just real quickly jot down. Oh, like the biker. We got the biker rally. I'm just going to write down some of these. Like Sturgis, yeah. Let's see here. I won't do the funeral. Let's see here. She says my living room. Let's see. Child's birthday party, a bathroom. Okay. Let's a funeral while camping. Ooh, laundromat's a good one. I've never done that. Let's see here. Laundromat. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see if any others here. Oh, rodeo is a good one too. Okay. Now I have to. All right. So let me go ahead and. No. Let's see here. Car wash. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a very unusual, totally improvised version of your favorite segment here. It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Should do be why.
Bob's Comedy Corner. Oops, I cut that one off a little bit. Okay. I'm making some quick notes. Normally in an improv show, I would actually not be able to have the chance to write anything down. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Laundromat. Okay. So, cycle. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm going to combine a couple of them here. Cycle. All right, let's see here. Rodeo. So I'm gonna be winging these here, which is what improv is all about. So when I do improv shows, we do a lot of musical improv. Where we make up songs on the spot. In fact, a little I guess feather in my cap, you might say, is if you ever watched the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah, I'm going to brag here. I'm going to name drop. But I got to know Laura Hall. She is the piano player from the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? Always accompanying them whenever they do musical improv. And I co-wrote a book with Laura called The Improv Comedy Musician. It came out about 5 years ago, but you can see it right there by Laura Hall and Bob Baker. And so this is a specialty of mine. In our show, we do this where there's a whole line of us acting like we're like 4 lounge singers, and we get a suggestion and we each sing a line about that location. So I'm doing a solo version of that here. And somebody said bathroom, and this one is not completely improvised because it's an example I've used a lot, but the very first time we ever did this concept in front of a live audience, the first suggestion that we got was a public restroom. And I'll just show you how this works. So you can imagine, you're in a public restroom in a park, and hey, everybody, welcome. Thanks for coming on in here and taking care of business. I'm going to sing and entertain for you a little bit now. Don't be angry. Don't be sad. Don't be blue. Step over there for number 1 or over there for number 2. So that's an example of how a lounge singer would sing a line in the rhyming structure for this. Let's see. So somebody said a biker rally like Sturgis, and someone else said laundromat. I thought of possibly a way to combine those. Again, I'm just kind of winging this here. Hey, all you Harley riders with your motorcycles, you can wash your clothes. Beware of the rinse cycle. So I thought I saw the overlap with the cycle reference there. I thought I'd go for that one. Let's see here. My living room. Okay. I gotta do this quickly. My living room. You are so nice, you couldn't be meaner. But I can tell by the dust you don't own a vacuum cleaner. Did I mention that was the living room? This is not make-believe. No, it's not a fable. I can't believe all the crap you're stacked on your coffee table. Here at the living room today. Here at the living room today. Here at the living room today. Living room today. So this is kind of how this goes. The only one I wrote down here is rodeo, and I haven't thought of any rhymes for that. Wow. This is such a... So this is the radio lounge singer. Yeah, or not radio, rodeo. This is not a serious game. Please don't wear a frown. At least you're not employed as a rodeo clown. I keep wanting to say radio. What other... Who's the boss here today? Who is the head honcho? I'd like to see you saddle up on that bucking bronco. We're at the rodeo today. We're gonna have some fun and play. Here at the rodeo today. The rodeo today. That's right, I'm throwing shade on someone's living room. So, well, you know, humor comes out of... Would it be that funny if it was a sparkling clean living room? I'm sure I could have come up with something for that. So there you go. I just thought I'd do something a little different. Instead of telling normal one-liner dad jokes, I just thought I would do a little improvised lounge singer. So I hope that you have enjoyed this version of... It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should to be why. Bob's Comedy Corner. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So almost made it through this without Pooki. I think Keone, did he move? Yeah, he's licking his paw there behind the guitar neck. What else here? So as we head into the stretch here, I just want to remind you again about the Turbocharge Your Life program coming up. 30 Days to Manifesting More Money in Abundance. It starts October 1. You can go to turbochargeyourlife.us to learn more about that. Turbocharge yourlife.us. The link is also in the description below this video. Also, many of you are already on my text list. I think a lot of you here, probably already are, but just in case you're not, if you live in the U.S. or Canada, I'd be happy to send you a short inspirational message just 3 times a week. You can cancel at any time. And to get on this list, it's free. All you have to do is send any text message to 314-742 8339, any text message. And if you miss that number, it's in the description of the video. Just about everything I talk about is in the description of the video. And so, check that out. Also, another way, if you're not, well, even if you are ready to make the plunge into the 30-day program, which we hope that you do coming up in October, if you're not already a member of our Patreon family, that is another thing that you can do. So on Patreon is it's a site set up where you can support creators like myself and Pooki. And I want to just list some names here. These are some recent people who become patrons. We have like about 70 people who support us in this manner, and you have different, for as little as $5 a month. But I want to thank Sandra, Lynn, Judy, David, Dharma, Anne Marie, Cheryl, Charlotte, Sandy, Everett, Jesus, Ahmed, Katrina, Jennifer, Brandy, Celine, Christine, Joe, Nita, Deanne, and these are just some of the people. We got Karen and Amy, Dawn, Shanetta. These are all people that support us on Patreon, and there's different levels there with different perks that come with it. And with this, we have a hang on a second, let me get back to this. Oh, whoops, I'm not able to get out of that. What is the deal here? Oh no, I'm stuck on this I'm stuck on this. I am stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck on me. It's Bob's Comedy Corner. This is so weird. I've never been able to not get out of this. Hang on a second. Let me figure out this little glitch. That would be weird if you had to look at this the entire time. Wow. Let's see. I am not sure. This has never happened. Never happened. Okay. Wow. I'm trying to think of what in the heck I did here to get this. Are you all just still continues to see the Patreon thing? Just confirm that, because I cannot get back to the photo or the image of me. Weird. Da 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 da. Wow, it just seems to be stuck there. All right, well, we may be ending this quickly then, because I don't want you looking at this the entire time. But can somebody confirm? Oh, there we go. I'm back to me. All right. Wow, that was weird. Okay. I'm going to end with a song, but thank you. But check out patreon.com/Bob Baker, and you can hear more about that. I'm going to play a song. I want you to post your takeaways. What did you get from this, especially the 3 stages or 3 steps to self-transformation? I'm going to play a final song here, and then I'm back. All right, cool. And let me pull up those lyrics here. I'm going to play this, and then I would love to know your thoughts on what you got out of this broadcast, and then I'll highlight some of those, and we'll call it a morning. Good. There's a song I wrote, 15, 18, I don't know how many years ago. It was one of the, I think around 2004 is when I wrote this song. One of the early, my early attempts to write positive rock and roll type songs with an empowering message. So I think I'm ready. Let's go for it. Here we go. Your life is lost and found, and you're losing ground day to day. Instead of a lucky break, another mistake comes your way. You don't know who you are, and you fell so far so soon. You're looking outside yourself, so you cannot help but lose. If you're searching for something out there to hold on to, but you can't get a grip on. If you're looking for someone to show you the way, and you can't seem to find him, time to turn to the only one who will help you light the way. You know it's true, that someone is you. You feel like you're all alone, and your telephone's on the blink. You're walking a thin white rope, and your gyroscope's out of sync. You want to sing rescue me, it's a travesty, you say. Life is so unfair, why should you care anyway? Well, if you're searching for something out there to hold on to, but you can't get a grip on. If you're looking for someone to show you the way, you can't seem to find her, time to turn to the only one who can help you light the way. You know it's true, but someone is you. Truth is, hang on, the cure is not out there. You can't search everywhere. The only place you find the truth is right inside of you. If you're searching for something out there to hold on to, but you can't get a grip on, If you're looking for someone to show you the way and you can't seem to find them, time to turn to the only one who can help you light the way. You know it's true, that someone is you. You know it's true, it's right inside of you. You know it's true, well, it's right inside of you. You know it's true, right inside of you. You know it's true, it's right inside of you. There you go, an original song from back in the day. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's take a quick look here at any of your takeaways. Let's see here. I'm not going to be able to highlight everything. I'm just going to do the best that I can. Jillian, my takeaway: gratitude and positivity go a long way toward active healing and building a new life, and that the power to affect change is with us in our hands and hearts. That is awesome. Dave says, heal, activate, and connect. Those are the 3 steps. Tons of good content under each. Too busy enjoying your song to try to summarize it. Okay, that's cool. I can accept that. Let's see here. Joseph just said that, yeah, he's haven't been through a really difficult stretch. Definitely need more positive outlook. It's easy to get stuck. Yeah, we get stuck in a rut. And I'm glad that you're grateful for today, Joseph. Thank you so much. Sending you a lot of positive vibes. And you can. It took a long time probably to get into that rut, so it might allow yourself some grace and some time to get out of it. But it is possible, as people do it all the time. Jennifer, who we featured that photo earlier, says, set goals, develop new habits, and celebrate the small victories. Don't live on autopilot. Absolutely. Connect with your tribe and be grateful. That's a great summary there. My takeaway: roll with the issues that seem to block you. Yeah, I would probably clarify that, Floki, or saying become aware of the things that are holding you back, identify them, and then take steps to flip them so that they serve you better. Yeah, her takeaways: should do be wow. So yeah. Oh, should do be wow. I just see that. That's weird. That little website is still there in miniature form. Let's get rid of that. Anything else here? Yes, indeed. All right. I think that sums it up. This has been awesome. I didn't think I was going to go an hour and a half because I was going solo. Here, Melody says, take away positive vibes only. A lot of people are sending Joseph positive vibes too here. But yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to fill a whole 90 minutes, but lo and behold, here we are. Love and appreciate you all so much. You have no idea the meaning that you bring to my life and to Pooki's life. And so I hope that this has helped you in some small way. We so appreciate you showing up here every Sunday, listening to my videos throughout the week, listening to the podcast, signing up for our programs. It just brings such joy and mission and purpose to our lives. And so I never take that for granted. So I wish you to have an awesome day, an awesome week. We'll do this again. Pooki will be back next Sunday, and we'll talk to you soon. All right. Thanks, everybody. This is Bob Baker saying, you know what? So long for now.